Hi there, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the first video of this channel, my personal channel, and I want to start off with this question why am I starting an online business and not pursuing a traditional career? So, the short of it, and I will be extremely open about this, I live in one of the most amazing places in the world, and but a couple of years ago, I felt like I want to move back home. So I started exploring that. I live in the Caribbean, and back home for me that's Europe. And this was in 22, and around that time, you have to imagine I'm far away. I'm not there. It's really hard for me to get to there because it's a really long flight. It's quite expensive. So I was looking for jobs, having Zoom calls, interviews, and what not. And the best job that I could find, it was an extremely interesting job, but the pay was extremely low. I had a few other shots as well, and still I was like, I need to explore this fully. So I went through a couple of job interviews with them online. We had Zoom calls, and then I went over there, and this was an amazing job. My day job, my career that I'm in, I'm a teacher. I teach physics in high school, and I wanted to make a switch. And we all know about the electrification of everything basically. So I was I'm gonna get into electric engineering, and I was I'm sure that's gonna pay at least the same as what I'm earning now, but it was quite a bit different. And yeah, sometimes in life you have to take a bit of a chance, a bit of a leap. But I have a family. We have two small boys. I have a wife, and in that situation, I have to protect the downsides. I can't just jump in and take a huge pay cut and just be hey, I'm gonna figure it out. Because what I could see from the start was that starting a new career in a different field, it would require a whole lot of time. So I would be spending a lot of time on that, and if the pay was just not sufficient to make ends meet, man, it was just too hard. And I'll share some numbers with you. For that job, I would have earned 2,500 netto a month, and my estimated cost of living was 1,500 more, the minimum. And that's why I was well, I literally can't do it. But even if I was willing to do it, I would be uncomfortable about it, because we would have been stretched out so thin that there was no margin of error, and then you're creating a hard life for yourself. And living here, it's kind of the opposite. Okay, the day job, I've been in the career a bit longer than anticipated. I feel I need a bigger challenge, a next challenge. But yeah, you have to be practical as well. So that's why I went there. I went back home to those interviews. I spoke with a lot of people. It was really interesting, and I really felt excited about the job. But I also 100% realized but I can't do it. This is not an option, because since the pandemic, what has happened back home is that the cost of living, it's through the roof. There's a housing shortage, so houses are extremely expensive. Insurance is extremely expensive. Everything is expensive. Even cars, for example, are expensive. Everything is extremely expensive, and taxes are extremely high. It's just a tough situation. And what happened as well in Europe is that they kind of froze salaries in order to avoid hyperinflation. At least that's the official message that's being relayed by the governments. But yeah, people are having a hard time. It's a hard life, and and that was in 22, so it's 4 years ago. And I can distinctly remember, like, yeah, I was in the flight. I went by myself for like a week, 10 days, something of that nature, and I came home and I was like, man, this feels so weird, because on the one hand, there was like this interesting new career, like really challenging. I met nice people. I could see myself working with them, but the financial aspect, I just could not manage it. So when I came home, I told my wife, like, I had an amazing time. I think this is an amazing career change, but I can't do it. This is not viable. It's just not an option. And basically, in that moment, I was thinking, like, what is the most badass thing that I can do? And I was like, well, I'm gonna start an online business. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give myself a couple of years. I will see if I can work a little bit less. So I did that. I started working 1 day less, starting in August of 24. And I gave myself a bit of a runway. Initially until 27, but last year was like, well, that's too ambitious. So by 2030, I want to have everything that I'm building right now, I want to have that off the ground. And it still feels like a bold statement, it still feels like an ambitious statement, but I have to do it, because like my feeling as well, like in life, like when you do something else, when you do something different, something new, it has to be a step forward. And of course, electrical engineering, it was like a step forward, like from a career perspective, but financially it was just a huge step back. And that's why I simply couldn't do it. So that's why I was also like, I will find something else where I can find that upside as well. So like a new challenge, plus also like a step forward in the other aspects of life. So that's my really big why, and I just wanted to put it out there. It's really raw, and I know that yeah, this is not like the standard story that you hear. Like if I go on my YouTube feed, it's like a lot of guys mostly, and they made it big. They're making tons of money every month, and you know, that's all there is to it. But when you're realistic, like in life, like, you know, money itself is usually like a really bad reason to do or to not do things. But at the same time, like, you have to be realistic as well. Like if you set yourself up for hardship, then it becomes, you're forced into the position where that becomes a valid reason to do or to not do something. And I really experienced it there. And that's in a nutshell my big why for starting an online business. And also on top of that, I really do think that at this point in time, it's also like the really big opportunity, because you know, it's a bit of a cliche, but with AI, like that can be your assistant. That's like my business partner that really helps me to hash things out. And so it's a unique moment in time. Things are possible. And I just see an online business as a massive way to disconnect time, location, and income. And I think this is going to be a leap forward. And my goal here with sharing this, to be extremely open about this, is to inspire. Like I'm gonna do this. This is gonna happen. I have no plan B. This is my plan A, and I'm gonna do everything within my power to get us off the ground. So I just want to share that small bit of intensity. And also, like when I watch creators, sometimes I think like, what is this person all about? This is man. So this channel is what I'm all about. So I'm also a bit busy, so I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on this right now. So expect a video every month, and I might post something every other week or so, like in the community thread of this channel. And I see this as a replacement for my blog. Like, my blog initially was like the nexus of everything I do, and that's gonna be my channel here. It's gonna be the transition away from the blog towards this right here. That's it. That's video 1.